Hi, my dearest friends. In our today's video, we are going to describe someone whose life is completely free from any influence of black magic. We already mentioned some signs that indicate black magic influence. Now we are going to talk about what your life is like when you don't experience any influences of black magic. First of all, you never experience feeling of physical or psychological tiredness or fatigue. You always live in highly energetic state of being. You always have excess of energy. And we know that according to almine, energy feeds consciousness. Excess of energy in our right brain feeds the left brain, stimulating its clarity of perception. It doesn't mean that you don't sleep at all, but the reason for your sleep is not tiredness. It's just switching to a different operation system of your consciousness that's necessary for your health and for your successful accomplishments. You're highly energetic also during your sleep and highly productive during your dream time. How can it be possible? Instead of being a passive victim of your dreams, you consciously work with your dream environment, using it as a tool for making your current project more productive and effective. As energy feeds your consciousness, you're highly alert and awake during your dream time, and you know exactly what's going on in your dreams and how to work with all of that. Your dream experience is very similar to your daily activities during your wake time, as you experience continuity. Your dream time is a continuation of your wake life. Almin calls it closing the gap between inner and outer spaces. This is a norm when your energy is high and excessive. It's your natural state of being when you are not drained by black magic. You're always strong, you're always powerful, you're always energetic, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The next sign of freedom is ongoing mental clarity and sharpness. In Russia, we have an expression, hot brain, mind always ready to work, at any time of the day, at any circumstance. You always know exactly what to do, and you easily create short-term or long-term strategies depending on your particular situation or circumstances. You're never perplexed, you're never confused. Everything is always crystal clear to you. You know how to answer the trickiest questions and how to find solution in the most difficult situations. You know how to effortlessly tap into your infinite mental potential whenever it's needed. Next, very important. You know that your mental capacities, as limitless as they can be, are just a part of your infinite consciousness. That's infinitely more than just mental part of your life. Your mind is a very powerful working tool, yes, but it must have a content, material to work with, which is information. Your mind creates working strategies based on information received from your inner knowing, generated by already received and processed information that comes from your current level of personal experience. We become more knowledgeable literally every second of our life as we gain new experience, nanosecond by nanosecond. You have skill of deciphering your dream symbols, signs of environment. According to almine, we are surrounded by information that becomes known to us by experience. When we are full of energy, our consciousness is nourished and active, and it always harvests new information through experiences. You always know what your current life project is, or what your top priorities are, and what exactly has to be done by you to make it highly effective. And you are busy with it all the time, thinking, planning, strategizing, and bringing it about. Another sign of freedom from destructive influence of black magic, you're always busy with your life. Not with somebody else's life, with your life. You don't have even the slightest potential for experiencing sluggishness, lack of motivation, lack of inspiration. You don't need external source of inspiration. You can enjoy nature, other people's success stories, other people's works of art, music, etc. But it's different from using all of that as a source of your own inspiration. You are your own source of inspiration. You live from the inside out, not from the outside in. You're always motivated by your own inspiring creative ideas. You're always flowing your own creative flow. Next sign of freedom, your life is highly structured and organized. You create to-do lists in the beginning of your everyday and follow your own self and your own strategies. You can't follow anyone else except your own self. And your life is so full of yourself that you don't have any potential for allowing anyone or anything else to influence you, to even slightly participate in governing your own life. If hypothetically you could have gaps in your schedule, then they could be filled with someone else's plans and strategies for your life. Because as Almin says, nature doesn't tolerate vacuum. It will always be filled, if not with us, then with someone or something else. But in this case, your life is filled with you only. And other people in your environment harmoniously participate with your harmonious self-expression, enjoying harmonious environment that you create all the time, the environment of the divine kingdom. You're a master of time and schedules. Linear time is not our obstacle, it's our useful tool. We skillfully work with it, being always on time or at the right time, at the right place, with the right people. Many of us have jobs, and importance of being on time at work doesn't need much explanation. And it's easy and natural for you because you master linear time and not vice versa. In the environment that's free from black magic influence, there is no one else that could claim even partial ownership of your time or space, except yourself as a sole owner of your life. Being free from black magic influence, you are the only owner of your emotional area of life. You don't make a public show out of your emotions. In your interactions with the world around you, you clearly express yourself verbally with no emotional tension or charge. You skillfully neutralize emotional tension in your personal environment. You don't have potential for participation in other people's emotional dramas. You always stay calm in any situation. You will never surrender yourself to other people's emotional storms. On the contrary, you can neutralize emotional storms around you by your peaceful presence and your peaceful self-expression. Another very important sign of your freedom from black magic influence is your absolute self-confidence. It comes from your inner knowing. Your consciousness is your source of information that contains your highest truth. You always know your highest truth. That's why you can't doubt yourself. Another word for it is faith. True faith is faith in yourself and in yourself. You know that you're always right and all your decisions are right decisions, without even the slightest shadow of doubt. You always clearly see what you should do, and you always clearly see the consequences of your actions and new doors of new opportunities that those consequences will open for you. You know exactly what you do, why you do it, and how to do it, because you always figure it out within your consciousness before doing it. Before her seclusion, Almin facilitated her last public event in Ohio in 2019, and she helped us define our next step, mastering clarity of self-communication and self-guidance. As we can no longer rely on her as a source of our information and guidance, we're supposed to learn to become our own source of information, our own source of guidance. And to achieve that, we should be completely self-sovereign and self-sufficient, embodying the principle, my being is my substance. We no longer need anyone or anything else to complete us because we don't have spiritual, emotional, and physical needs. We have spiritual, mental, and physical regular daily functions that are always self-nourishing, self-energizing, self-empowering, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Talk to you soon.